All right, today is a special edition. It's episode number 18. We're gonna hang out with a new artist, not really new, but new kind of on the underground scene. His name is UFO FEV. He's from Harlem, associated with a lot of guys that we know, and we're gonna talk
Yep.
about his come up and a lot of these cosigns. And I
Yep.
mean, dude, this dude's linked with everyone from Puffy, to Fat Joe, Static
Mhm.
Selector, Terminology. Incredible stories. I think this
Definitely.
episode is well over an hour. Uh, get
Just get
ready.
into it, man, because it's great.
Just
Honestly.
sit back and relax and burn something, please, because this one is good. Welcome to the
Yes,
Mr. Peter
sir.
Parker Show. Let's go.
Yo,
Here we go.
Peter Parker.
You. I know they told you about me.
Mr. Peter Parker, I
I
got
know.
all your shit, yo, man. Come on,
I
man.
know
You
they
gotta
told
stop,
you.
man.
I know they told you about me, man. You've been hanging out with some of my buddies, man. I thought you were from Lawrence, bro.
Shit, I might as well be, you
I
heard?
know. You were up there with the guys, man. So, welcome to the program. You know, sometimes we do this thing like it's a celebration of an artist and a history, and sometimes it's like, man, I just want to really get to know an artist that I'm a fan of, and someone like you that's kind of fresh, and we've been following you. This is my man Tito, the co-host. Round of
Yo,
applause. We
peace.
got
Peace, what
UFO
up?
Feeve in here right now,
Yeah,
Tito.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Look
Yes,
at
Tito,
sir.
this,
what's up?
baby. Come on. Yo, welcome to the show.
I like that hat, Tito. What's up, man?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dog.
All
Yeah, we
day.
see you, man. Yo, I kind of put Tito on low key with the No Celebs video,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was a very tough look. Like that little, just the chemistry with you three, the song, the punchlines. You were like saying the right words in that thing. Like it was really like a perfect scenario to introduce you next to Term and Nems. Yo, talk about putting that record together, bro.
Oh, no celebs, man. Dirty, of course. You know, he was in the I had went to visit Term, man, and that was actually if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that might have been the first night I met Nems.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That they
Okay.
was working in the studio and stuff, man. And I went in there and I went to go chill with Term, and they asked me to get, I was smoking in the next room and they were recording a joint coming up with it. And they came into the Static's next studio and was like, yo, jump on this joint, Phoebe. Like Term was like, yo, Phoebe, you got something for it? And initially I was like, nah, because I thought they were doing I heard them going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to interfere, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, y'all killing it. Like, so Nems was like, yo, stop being a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get
Nems
on
is
this track.
crazy, yo. Yeah, yeah.
Just like that, man. He was like, yo, man, what you think you too good? Like, jump on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all
Yeah.
right, cool, I got you, man.
That's it.
And jumped on it. They actually, talking us talking. I was like, yo, I ain't even got it right. I go in there late right now, messing with
Yeah,
him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He was
yeah.
like, yo, if you lay something dope right now without writing it, you that nigga, bro. So I went in there and I laid the first
You
one,
gotta
and then
keep one in the stash.
Yeah, real, for real.
keep one in the stash. You know what I'm saying? So after I heard them going back and forth, I kind of knew where I had to take it. So I was like, I got y'all. Play it. And I went in there and I did the first 8 balls, first four to 8 balls, I think. And then they was like, yo. And then from there, man, the energy, we would laugh every time somebody would come out. We were laughing at Nems, what he was saying, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
laugh at Term.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go in there and try to, I'm not as those guys said a lot of things on there that's like imagine, like some words that I've never even dug into my mind to say, like dick snot, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I was really like
Yeah, that's dope
so
though.
those
Yo, that's cool.
yeah, man. So they made me have to go into a little bag, and we have fun, man. We had so much fun, man. We have a bunch of stuff. We have a few more in the stash that we're working on and that we've been working on, but just timing is everything, you know.
Yeah. The chemistry with you three was great. And as much as those guys are like really like, legends in their own right, already young legends, you really stood out on the record and kind of got me excited about what you were doing. So just think about that moment too. Imagine that hadn't happened. You know what I mean? It was like that record
And
made it to Hot 97. I know that record was huge for you guys. You know what I mean? It just, even just
that's a
getting a
fact.
record on the
Got it.
radio is
Shout out
crazy.
to DJ Enough, man, because
Yeah.
he really just I guess as you saying that, P it is exactly what Enough said. It just was a breath of fresh air. It was something that like he felt like he could represent on radio and still have that, true to him, play something he wanted to play. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. That classic feel that, like, me and Tito talk about it all the time. The music that inspired me to get into the game is not really the standard anymore for a lot of people. So I always try to, like, people like you or young artists that I feel like need to be, like, I don't know, showcased or championed in a way, just because we want you guys to still keep making this music, man. Like, this is
Much
important,
love.
big
Yeah,
important.
much love. That's how I feel too, twin. I feel the same way, twin. I feel like I don't complain. I just do what I gotta do. But at the end of the day, you know what it is, the level
Yeah,
field. I just want to even a level playing field. Just,
hundred
let us give
percent.
us an opportunity. If you ain't, it's like we come to the basketball court with our ball and everybody, all the friends is calling next amongst each other. Nobody want to give us a run. Like,
Right.
yo, bro, if y'all that good, just give us a chance. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
A
What I
great
see
analogy.
too, no, it is, but the game can, like, it goes in cycles, and it kind of like look at, like, Millie's, right? Millie's been rapping for, no lie, 15 years probably, and now the game is shifted, and it's like Millie's time. 10, 15
Mm-hmm.
years ago, it was not his time, and
Right.
he kept going, kept going. Props to him, and props to you, man. I see you working with
Peace to
Static.
Millie.
No, Millie's is an animal. We're gonna get him on this week.
That's
Um,
my guy.
yeah, he's amazing. Big Ghost LTD did joints for you. Static, you've been working with great producers. Like, when we talk about a career, we're talking about independent, kind of boom bap, traditional New York hip hop in a lot of ways. If you could have a dream career right now and be like, yo, if I could live like this person and do that, who do you think you would like to, like, model your career after?
Fat Joe.
Yes, yes,
Longevity, 30 years,
yes,
hits, a lot of money, a
yes.
lot of jewelry, a lot of good clothes, all that. Living a
Sneakers, a lot
life.
of sneakers. You know
A
what I mean?
lot of sneakers. Pay a lot of. Matter of fact, sneaker stores. How about that
Right.
one?
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. All
You
of
got
Yeah,
that
that.
up NYC. Yes, the
up
dope store.
NYC. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? 2506 Broadway, two sneaker stores. We got Dykeman and we got Broadway, man.
Wow.
That's who I would model my career after for
Yeah.
many reasons.
Well, you did a
First being
joint with him too, didn't you? You did a joint with him, right? Oh, that you released
yeah, we
recently.
got two
Tough
joints.
record.
We got Rafe with me, Joe, and Ken Jones.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then we got Fentanyl Flow is just me and Joe.
that
That's the one.
shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
He's also on the Ghost Al Bizu, and we also got some other I'm just, yo, man, I just,
What's that relationship like with you and Joe?
oh, that's my big brother, man. That's my heart.
Yeah.
I'm his hype man when he's on the road. I'm blessed to
Mm.
be on the stages with him.
Oh, dope.
And he showed me the world, man. First person to take me across the world, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Before COVID, I rocked with him for precisely 5 months, from October 2019 till February. They shut us down in
Wow.
COVID. And from October to February, bro, I went to Dubai, I went
I
all
did
over
not
the
know
world.
Wow.
this.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. So we about to go back on the road. He just landed right now before you called. Where I'm talking to him right now on the phone before you call. So he's back and he's just in town today. I'm about to go link with him. That's my heart, man. We
Yeah.
ride together.
He's incredible. I got a chance to connect with him a couple of times. And from my perspective, like, just from an outsider, kind of at a radio station, or like, I met him one time, like, we went to Enough's wedding. And yo, he's
In Mexico, right? The Cancun joint.
son, I was there. He's massive. He's a very large. I'm 6'2". He's bigger than me, right? He's a big guy. He has a huge personality, and he don't let everybody in right away. But when he
Right.
does, he's incredible.
You good. You
But
good.
it took me a minute. I had to earn Fat Joe's respect.
Yo, it took me like I met him in 2016, twin. So 2020, 2019, 2020.
Okay.
It took me like 4 years, you know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
him
he's
to really
tough.
like, it
No,
took
but
like 4 years, man, to earn my Terror Squad balls,
that's
like Pun
amazing.
said.
That's cool
So
though, man. That's cool. I didn't know you were doing that, man. That's such a dope thing, because the doors is gonna open for you. And then when your career right now and the stuff that you're doing, I know you're not slowing down. Would you put out like 6 projects during the pandemic?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We put out, well, last year we put out yeah, man, 6 projects. We going this year. This year in 2021, I'm on my second one so far. Just in 2021 alone, I'm shooting for like 6 this year.
Mm.
So You know,
That's
I'm just
good.
trying to be consistent, man. I have my hard drives are full of projects. Like, I'm not an artist who like records random songs. I record like 4 projects. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once I'm done with the project, man, I'll move on to the next one and try to get everything situated. And so my hard drive is just full of stuff from 2017 to now that we've mastered and mixed, and we just gonna be
Dude.
pouring them out consistently. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did a project with my man Frank the Butcher this year, didn't you?
The legend, the one
That's
and
our
only.
guy,
You know what I'm
man. Yeah,
saying?
That's my homie. We
that's
grew
his
up
man.
together. I know him.
That's my heart right there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Frank is my heart, man. I love Frank. I just met him
Great.
within the last year, man. And I kind of manifested meeting him, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been aware of who he was.
Right.
And I wrote music from 2016 with Frank's name in it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Without even knowing him, just manifesting, always wanting to be. So when
Dope.
I met him, I told him that same thing, like, yo, man, like you being Latino, a designer from
Mm-hmm.
Boston,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much in tune with who you are, what you do. You know what I'm saying? I love what you do from
Yeah.
afar,
When
man.
it
So
comes
from
to
there,
style and like the texture of the stuff that
He
he
don't miss,
does,
bro. He don't miss
no
ever.
miss.
Honestly, he don't.
We known him for
uncanny, bro.
15, 20 years, man. He's like, dude, he's
His attention to
evolving.
detail is none other.
Yep.
And
Nasty.
I think that shows in his beats too, because you know, like they're so intricate. There's so many levels to him, and I've always said that he did a project with my man Aries, and came out crazy. And I like just listening to the beats and how they're
Yeah.
structured and how they're put together. He's just
That pretty
he's dope.
much was the same thing for the Thrill Twin. He sent the
Yeah.
beats over, and you know, we were talking for about 2 weeks or something before he actually sent the pack. And he asked, he was like, "Yo, Fee, you think I could send you some?" And I was like, "Of course, man. Like, you know, hell yeah, right away." So he sent over what the Thrill is, the 5 records. They were in
Wow.
order, they were ready to they sent. I didn't have to do nothing but rhyme.
Oh, that's
Oh,
dope.
he said it like the whole palette, like here, like just
Yo,
do
the whole
you.
palette
That's what he does though.
yo,
That's what he
from
does.
the voices on the intro,
Yeah.
everything. Twin was there. I just had to fit what I wanted to fit. And
Wow.
when I sent everything back to him the way I fit it, I guess, you know, it blew his mind the way the music blew my mind, because he was like, "Holy shit, you made everything fit." Like
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
if he was an MC, he would have probably wrote the same type shit. You
Bro,
know what I'm saying? So
you're
he was like,
unique,
"Yo, Fee,
man. You're different, bro. Even talking to
thank
you,
you, brother.
you are. And the way that you
Thank
see
you."
the game and the way that you're kind of like the attention to detail and the thought that's going into this. We interview a lot of guys. I interview a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? And that's cool. But that the way you talk about that, man, that's definitely if you
Yo,
could
man, that
go ahead.
you know, he's special, man. Like y'all said, you know, he's everybody that I've worked with so far is not a slouch, man. All of them are. I've been blessed to even be, you know, in cahoots with these guys. You know what I'm
Do you
saying?
think
These
that's what
guys are
make your
nothing.
work ethic so good?
I got to credit them, man, because I've always been working. I guess, you know, at the end of the day, Twin, like Mayweather, he don't train for a fighter. He trains for the fight.
Mhm.
I've always trained for the fight, Twin. Like it don't matter who's
Yeah.
what we doing is I'm in shape to go for the fight. Like it don't matter who's in the ring, Twin, or
Whoever.
what we gonna do. Is like,
Yeah.
so my work ethic is always been what it's been, but being with these guys, you know, Static doesn't let you write in the studio.
Right.
You have to come with it.
Static hates, Static hates when an MC is, and I'm blessed enough to be close to him to know that, but there's dudes who don't know that who will come in there and write, and I see Static come out here and talk with us, and he'll come and hang out with the people who's outside just to not be in the studio while MCs are writing is something he hates.
Yeah, I can dig
So
it.
I picked up on that like my first time there when he was just asking me to rhyme for him. I was rhyming for him, Twin, and every beat he threw on, I kicked the rhyme for. He made me lay that shit. Like
Yeah.
if it was just a freestyle, if he was going through a beat and I was like, "Yo, da 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 da," he'll be like, "Yo, go lay that,"
Yeah.
and I would lay the verse. So that's how I learned how to work like that with Static, to the point where it's like, "Yo, bro, like Tito just said, so I'm coming in with it. I keep one ready." It ain't even gotta, we ain't even gotta
Yeah.
be sitting here no long. Static was some beats, bro. When y'all, what you hear is fresh air. Static will be playing them shits. And I'd lie sometimes telling him I got something to that shit. Just so he wouldn't change the beat and I could go in there and do what I
Well,
gotta do.
you don't want to miss an opportunity either, bro. When that shit
No,
strikes, you gotta
yeah.
jump on that shit, bro.
yo, cause he'll change the beat on, he'll be making some shit right now, twin, that will be like, oh, and once he got it to a size to where once them 4 to 8 bars is looped, he's off that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
He's on to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
works
So it's like,
hard. He's
damn, man,
fast,
yo,
man.
fast, bro. I've been in the studio with him dolly, just me and him, and that's where I was blessed because I've seen him run. I've seen his record guy bring him records, Static pay $1,000 for records, and we go through them whole shit that night, and he's making like 30 beats.
I mean, dude,
like in that
like,
night, twin. And I'm not even staying till 4 in the, he's leaving at 7.
I
I'm staying
know.
till maybe, I'm a family guy, you know what I'm
I
saying? So I'm
know,
out
I
of there.
know, I know. I've been
I'm
there.
out of there.
Hey.
Son, I've been there when he's getting a haircut making beats. Like he don't even stop. He's got he took his chain out with the tarp on and he's chilling. There's a burner on the thing, and the guy's giving him a haircut in the studio. I was like, this man is working.
That's it, twin. That's exactly. So that credit to Static, credit to Term.
Yeah.
Term is a workhorse himself, so working with him, I've learned Big Ghost taught me patience. Because I turned his project in a long time. It took Ghost. He's such a like how Frank is attention to detail. I guess all these guys in their own way do it. They thread the needle at their own pace, and they make this stuff work. So, working with Frank, I learned from Frank. I was learning how to like y'all said, the layers, the textures, man, on how to like put my voice in between shit, and it don't have to be me. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be straight, yo, gruff. I could throw my voice in between there. I could throw my voice over here. I could lower my tone. I could let this shit come. So I was learning that with Frank, man. So all of these guys have taught me. It's kind of like watching my everybody says that Breaking Bad is the best show on TV ever, right? But when Heisenberg would kill somebody, he would take something from all of his victims. So like when he killed the first guy in the basement, he made him a peanut butter sandwich and the guy ain't like edges on his crust. He killed that guy. And whenever he made a peanut butter sandwich after that, there was no edges on the crust.
Oh, he took it. Yeah, he takes it with him. Right.
So every little spirit I've been working with, I'm taking something from him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being able to add it to my own pot and make the shit that I'm making on my own outside of the collaborative.
You're pretty young
stuff.
still. Like, how old are you? Like in reference to like
I'm in my 30s, man. I'm 36 years old.
Oh, bro, I thought you were like 29, bro. Like I was like, okay,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of
stay with it.
I'm doing water. I'm doing the water. We do Capri Sun too. You know what I mean? I'm over here wilding.
The kids, fruit snacks and Capri Suns. You know what I'm saying, twin?
Yeah. How old are your children? Do you have kids?
I got a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Dope. I have a 6-year-old, the little girl, and then he has 2. He has a daughter and a son. So we're in the same
girl
bag.
dad. We all girl dads. We all
Hell
girl
yeah.
dads, man.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Man.
That's where them grades is coming from, man. That's where them grades. I got a bullet. Every morning I wake up, there's like 2 new ones. My shits went from gray to white. They going straight white.
That's what it is.
Bro.
Little just for
it's wisdom, though. It's wisdom. You gotta let that be, bro.
Yo, so you're 36 now, but you've been doing this your whole life. This is not something new. Rapping ain't new.
Nah, man. My dad was in a freestyle group called TKA back in the days, man. And I've been around, K7, all that. From K7 working at High 97, getting me Summer Jam tickets as a young kid.
The Swing Batter was that the record, the K7?
Swing Back, Come Baby. He had the Swing Batter, Come Baby, Come.
Yeah. That's a big tune,
I've been,
bro.
Yo, that was, that's a big tune, twin. So I've been around, man. I've been around a lot of music. Black Rob was I grew up around the legend, may he rest in peace, Black Rob. He was a neighbor as well as a mentor, a good friend of my dad. They were like in cahoots for a few in the early, you know what I'm saying? In the early 90s. And so I got to experience his Rob come up. I got to experience Debs come up. You know, as a young man. Then for myself, hanging out, you know, I hung out with Vado, Corey Guns,
Mhm.
you know, Dougie Fresh Sons is my guys. I was in, you know, I'm from East Harlem, man. So I
Right.
was in the streets a lot. And I got to experience a lot of people coming up. I just always was I was always rapping. They always knew me as a rapper, but that was second. You know, my main priority was something else.
Yep.
Everybody else knew me for something else. And I didn't understand the music business. I just knew music. You know what I'm saying? So like when my dad and them would get disgruntled and stuff and go get I would overhear them and stuff. It kind of like slowed me down from ever wanting to be involved
Turn
in
off,
the
yeah.
music.
Because it was
Yeah,
nasty. What they were doing, it was gross. It was like toxic industry. This is independent and it's more like community based and collaborative. But the music, the old school, it was gross, bro. You know what I mean?
like nobody wanted to be a rapper. Like there was no underground scene. You know
No,
what I'm saying? When we
no,
were coming up, it was
no.
like, yo, either you down with Rockefeller or you not.
Right,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
that
You're a
was it.
bum or yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And you don't want to
would
ever be looked at that like that perception. You know what I mean? You don't want that.
never
So it's like,
wanted to be like I didn't listen, you know, much love to the art, but I didn't listen to like the Roots and none of that shit like that. I was listening to
street shit.
Sean, I was listening to street shit, DMX,
Yeah.
all the
Jam,
street shit,
diplomats. Yeah, yeah, of course.
everything streets from, you know, even the underground shit that I knew from back then was like Philly, you know, the Meek Mills,
Right,
the
Mhm.
right, right.
Rockers, you know, it
Mhm.
wasn't like there was no New York, there was no 38 Specials, there was no West, it was none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was absolutely none of that. And then on top of that, I'm from the projects, man. So it's like it's a hood within a hood. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Right.
twin? It's like
Mm-hmm.
enough politics where I'm from. Like we ain't even gotta go outside. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This
Mm-hmm.
shit
Yeah.
is all
Yeah.
right here. So
No, but
doing music.
I want to comment on I want people that are listening right now. You talk about a community within a community, right? And so like I did a lot of work growing up, like while I was in school, I did a lot of work in Boston housing projects, right? And we did like a lot of like de-leading and lead paint removal and asbestos and like cleaning. I worked for a company like environmental cleaning, and I would be this is before I was really into hip hop when I was young. And when you see a project community, I went to New York later in life with a friend of mine to LES, and he was telling me, he's like, yo, you couldn't even have come in here without me. Like, and the way I was walking around, the way he knew everybody, it really was something like, and I was joking, I'm like, oh, you remember the movie Clockers? They were like, I'm like, yeah, they still doing that. Like, this shit is still happening
No,
today. Like,
absolutely,
it is. It is.
absolutely, bro. It was. You know, I got friends from other boroughs, you know, and even to this day, man, I take them to the neighborhood, and you know, they've never been. And we just last weekend we was outside hanging out a little later than we should have, and we was driving back, and a friend of mine from Queens in the car, like, yo, bro, your neighborhood, like this shit is different,
It's
like,
different.
you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I kind of understood that early that because there was a lot of politics that would happen outside, but it wouldn't affect us. But
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
anything that happened inside, it would affect everybody outside. So if
Yes.
anything happened in the projects, it was uncomfortable for everyone outside. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. I
saying? But if
believe it.
Yeah.
something happened on the outside, it wasn't really affecting what was going on. So I kind of understood that. And that kind of dictated my vision, my music vision. Everything was
How
like,
you move.
yo, bro,
Yeah.
yeah, we trying to be like big time. We wasn't really trying to get into music to be. So
It was
growing
a
up,
way out. It was a way
it
out.
was a way out. When it was a way out, and it was a way to, as well as being a way out, it was a way to fund the things that we never, aside from being a way out, it was a way to fund dreams we never knew existed, twin.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
like nobody ever in the hood ever wants to be a manager. You know what I'm saying?
I
Nobody's
feel it.
a
I feel it.
videographer. You feel me? Nobody's like
Everybody
an
want to be a
A&R.
star. Everybody want to be a star. Right.
But if there's one rapper, everybody has to formulate and be these things. And it
Has
provides
to.
opportunity
Has to.
for people that never. So like, yo, man, you the fly dude, you the dude who got all the new shit. Yo, you gonna be my stylist, man. Any new shit drop, you make sure you get it in my size so we can put that shit on. Yo, you the one who likes to take pictures and you like visionary shit. You always, yo, man, come on, we gonna get this camera. Yo, you like to do this, you good at talking. Well, you gonna be the person we sending into that host, because at the end of the day, they're not trying to hear, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So
That's it. And that even like when you look at me doing this, that's what this is. This is me reading the room and being like, Term's the best rapper, Static's the best DJ, this dude's the best over here. Well, I know how to do this. You know what I mean? I could be the conduit to bring people together, and I have a person. You know what I mean? You got to find
this
out
is
and get
my
it.
place, twin.
Right.
This is
I
my
knew.
place. This
No,
is
you
my
in it.
role.
You in it. And I can. Your
And
perspective is cool. Being someone that was watching for a while and watching people around you succeed and fail, watching this, connecting with Joe, that wisdom, that knowledge, being with Static, Term. Now it makes sense why you're here today in this moment. I get this now. I see this. This is what I wanted to do, is learn about
respect,
you.
twin.
Nah, bro, it's exciting because for me, you're new. I didn't know you were 36, and yo, you got a nice little career ahead of you, man.
Good looking, bro. You know, God gives us all everything when we need it, not when we want it. You know what I'm saying, twin? And if it was up to me, I would have been over a lot of shit if this shit would have happened 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago,
different
I would have
people.
probably, I would have been up the river by now. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the lane was so flooded back then, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's my thing. Like, I looked at it, it was so flooded. It's hard to tell different artists apart. Like, who's, you know, oh, this dude sounds like this dude. It was always like, so now I feel like the lane is a little less flooded. You're able to get in your own lane. There's a lot of freedom because of how things are right now. You know, you're not worrying about 360 deals and all record companies fucking you over, because you don't need record companies. You know what I mean? You don't need all that shit.
No. Exactly. And I was there for the transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen the moment. I remember the day Carly Hustle, I tried to hand Carly Hustle a CD and SOBs, and she looked at me like,
what are you doing?
Still doing that now?
Like, what are you doing? Like clear as day, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Like, I just spent 1,100 on trying to get these CDs. She's telling me like, yo, these shits ain't even rocking. Like that day, I clearly remember. I remember sitting in Def Jam. I always have friends that were in the music industry and offices and stuff. So I remember sitting in Def Jam and discussions with Big Crit and how it was struggle if they was trying to get, they couldn't get him over because the transition from streaming to, so I was there for like when I was like, yo, this shit is been, thank God we ain't invested in this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was like, God damn, yeah, I just got some CDs, but like, damn, my nigga, I ain't betting the house on this shit.
But that's the reason why a lot of people failed at this point. It's because they ain't got no more bread to put up. They ain't got no more avenues to put themselves out. They burnt bridges because they thought they were hot, and now they fucked themselves. You know what I mean?
And nobody, and twin, these people, and one thing, twins, like we gamblers, I don't really ever play with how
can't.
I always got my own bag. We always come into the casino straight. You know what I'm saying, twin? So when it's like, when these dudes, when I seen a lot of this game industry happening and the rug was getting pulled on dudes, they was stuck, twin.
Quit.
Yep.
Because you've been spending everybody else's money. You ain't really know what to do. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So when that faucet turned off, everybody, I seen people back down, as opposed to like, where's me, man? I just went back to my corner and spoke to my trainer.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me what you see. How we gonna do? Yeah, like, yo, if he's hitting me with that jab, you gotta tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta tell me what to do next. Yeah, like, yo, man, you can't just leave me out here. Yeah, you can't just leave me out here, bro. Like, so at the end of the day, I was going back and talking to the people that I had access to and the guys that I knew, and I was like, yo, you know, what's up with that? And you know, they would give me the game, and I'll just be like, all right. And I would just stay low, man, and keep firing until, you know, the independent scene came up. And subconsciously, twin, it was already what I was doing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was.
It's the timing.
Yeah. So it wasn't like I was like, oh shit, it was already what I was doing, twin. When I met Joe, I was already doing all this. Before I met Joe, the first person who called to try to get me on his side was Puff.
Wow.
So when Puff called Twin in 2016, I was going through a depression because I had just my music wasn't as tight as I wanted it to be. The few people who believed in me, I was losing them. They was dropping like flies. They was so like the few guys who would be outside like, yo, you dumb nice, they was dying or they was going to prison. And I ain't have nobody outside that was like, yo, man, yo, you gotta go. Yo, what? My man is the nicest. It was none of that.
I feel
It
it.
was
Bro.
just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh shit.
By
It was like,
yourself.
oh, I'm by myself. So you got to step up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my stress was coming from I was having friends having material things with the success we were having in the streets. A lot of my friends were flaunting the success, and I wasn't, because all my money was going to the studio. I will always, it's crazy, Peter. I will hustle as long as I hustle, man. God always gave me just enough to do what I needed to do. I've never took the opportunity to go bigger. You know, I never was like
that's smart
every
though.
time somebody try to help me go bigger, I was like, nah, I gotta just stay right here. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's
Because
so rare though. How many people do? Come on, bro.
especially in the streets, because we
That's what
all
I'm
thinking
saying.
like, yo, bro, I'm trying to hit a brick. When I was trying to hit, when they was offering me these opportunities, I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm good.
But I feel like that's the devil talking, bro. You know what I mean? Like they coming at you, trying to get you. You know what I mean? Trying to pull you out of that.
In hindsight, T, you absolutely, I got chills. I show you. Look, in hindsight, T, you absolutely right, because it was the devil, and Puff Call was the Lord. In hindsight, him using these people to get to me, because my uncle died, and I never forget, man. I'm in the car with my now wife and my firstborn daughter, and we going to Jamaica Avenue to get some beef patties, bro. We broke. We in her car. I'm stressed, and the Puff Call comes through, man. And
what does he say to you on the phone? What's the call like?
he didn't want to give me nothing, Pete. That's how I know it was the Lord. That's how I know. That's how I know my faith has always been stronger than me. Because at the end of the day, he didn't give me nothing but hope. He didn't give me anything, bro. He didn't give me an opportunity. He didn't give me nothing.
He just showed love?
Hope. He just showed dumb love, bro. The things he said to me, I feel sometimes I feel bad saying it back, because it's like people be like, yeah, right. Like, nah, bro, like that nigga called P, and when I picked up the phone, I had a record out. I had dropped a project called Taxes. And I had some friends on Instagram that were pretty popular that was supporting it. So through that, someone at Bad Boy, which turned out to be Puff's director, shout out to Puff's team, KK and all of them.
Yeah.
His direct assistant got a hold of the music. Long story short, they called me, Twin. I'm like, yeah, right. You know how you do it, especially like, yo, my first music industry call is gonna be Puff Daddy. Like, yeah, fucking right. Like, come on, man. I'm literally in the streets. I'm like, no, I ain't worried about none of that shit. And a call comes and they like, yo, FEV, yo, my man is wants to talk to you, man. Like, you know, he's somebody important. Like, what? Yo, listen, the dude hops on the phone. He's like, yo, listen, I work for Bad Boy. You know, this is my Instagram. When he gave me the Instagram, it had like no picture. You know, it was like just had a Bad Boy cassette. The picture, the avatar was Biggie's demo, the Bad Boy shit. It was a cassette with Biggie, Biggie's demo. So I went to his Instagram page. I'm like, so he calls me. He's like, yo, listen, this is my. He says his name. He tells me it ends up being a Puerto Rican dude from the Bronx. He's young, like me, my age. He's like, yo, I think you dumb nice.
Right.
But listen, check this out. I was listening to your album yesterday, and Puff walked into the studio. Now, I'm not trying to gas you. I'm not trying to tell you anything, but usually the nigga walks in and out the studio. The nigga sat down and asked me, who were you? He listened to the whole tape with me.
Wow.
He loves you. This is homie telling me like, yo, he loves you. So I'm like, wow, like, damn, that's what's up, man. Like, it's like, yo, Puff is working on a new album. They was working on P. Diddy and the Family, No Way Out too.
Yep.
So, yo, I'm gonna send you a bunch of beats, man. See what you could do and send them shits back. Yo, he sent the beats that night. The next morning, I was in the studio working. So I sent back like 7 joints, no less. Maybe like 2 days later, my phone rings. The dude is calling me. It's his number. I pick up, but it's Puff.
Son, this is crazy.
So when I pick up the phone, I'm like, yo, He like, yo, Feef, hold on. And like Puff snatched the phone right from him, like, yo, Playboy, what's up, man? So I'm
And you
like,
knew it was
oh,
Sean when you heard it. You knew it was Puff. You like, yo.
he said, yo, Playboy.
Right.
Like I said, Twin, Biggie is the epitome of hip hop to me, Twin.
And that's what they
where
used to
it started.
call each other. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as he said it, he was like, yo, Playboy. I was like, yo, I get chills telling you again.
I got it too, bro.
Yo, the heart jumps into your throat, bro. I don't even know.
Yo, bro, I told that nigga the first thing I told him, his assistant, he could tell. I was like, yo, bro, if this is really Puff Daddy, bro, this is God talking to me, and I'm supremely grateful. You don't even know how you changed my life without even having to say anything else, bro. Just understand that whatever you say after this, it's on for me, bro. He started laughing like, yo, I like your style, Playboy. You want it up. Like, yo, listen, Playboy, you ill, man. Like, yo, God bless you, bro. I'm like, my wife is crying, bro, because the car picks up the phone on the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
so you ever could hear it.
So she heard him say, yo, Playboy. So when he said Playboy, I took the shit off. Like, so she starts crying, bro. She's crying, like, cause she see me. I'm like, yo,
She know,
this is
bro. You're gonna make. I feel this is unbelievable, bro.
Yo, bro, he starts telling me, like, yo, bro, he starts telling me the most outlandish shit. He's like, yo, listen, you don't gotta pick up the fucking phone for nobody. You know that, right? I'm like, of course I know that. You Puff Daddy. He said, I only pick up the phone to speak to the God MCs. You one of them, my boy. Nobody knows this yet, but when the world gets a hold of you, you're going to be one of the greatest things we've ever get to see in hip hop, bro. He said, and I'm telling you that, P. Diddy, Puff, I'm telling you that, Playboy, you it. Whatever you doing, whatever you write, however you living, that shit got you writing like that, keep doing that shit. You going to be crap. Yo, bro, and I'm on the phone looking like, nah, you can't be serious, bro. Like, this nigga found Biggie, like,
yo,
this,
and
so
the voice is so iconic too. It's like
iconic, Twin. And this was 2016, so I had a BlackBerry, so I couldn't record. You know, I wasn't recording the phone. It wasn't Instagram. I wasn't Instagram savvy. It wasn't that. It wasn't like, yo, get the proof. It was just like, we in the moment, like, oh shit, like. So long story short, Twin, I had just, you know, I read a lot, man. So the 48 laws of power is always to flatter the master. Always let him know that you admire him, but never
outshine the master. It's like you gotta like
you
gotta like promote the master, and you can't like push him down.
I did that, Twin. I was letting him know how, subconsciously applying it to just giving people that listening the idea of like, yo, the 48 laws might be a book to you read, but it applies in different variables. You could place that rule in different equations and get a different solution every time, Twin. So when I'm just like that anyway. So I was letting him know, he had just came off the Triple M project, Money Making Mitch project.
Yeah, that shit was pretty dope too. I did like that project for him. That was dope.
Yo, P, I ain't gonna say I loved it, but that Locks record,
I'm telling you,
when
Old Man Wildin',
he had joints on there. So I'm telling him that, P, like, yo,
the best he ever sounded. He's the best he ever rapped is on that. Yes.
You had Styles writing his verses, Kiss is back with him. They got the Jamaican. I'm like, yo, you got hit. He's like, yo, you like that shit? I'm like, what? He like, yo, you know, they sleeping on me. They acting like I ain't Puff. I'm like, yo, Puff, let me tell you something. It don't matter who sleeps on you, my G. I'm telling you from me. This is me telling him, P. I'm getting
on the phone.
Like,
yeah.
On the phone, because now I'm getting tight. He telling me, because I'm like, yo, Puff, listen, I'm telling you from a real street. I'm talking about real street shit. Yo, we fuck with you, bro. Yeah. Like street dudes, all the street dudes, Puff niggas that wear the minks and drive them shit. Yo, we fuck with you. And he was like, yeah, that's that shit I like to hear. You know, that's that shit I like to hear, Playboy. I'm like, yo, so, you know, the conversation went on. He gave me some information I was privy that wasn't out at the time, and told me some stuff, man. And you know, he had just came off stage with Nas with the black long mink. So he was in his bag, man. I was happy. So reverting back to me, man, back to the conversation, was it just gave me hope.
Yeah.
It just gave
Oh
me life,
yeah.
nothing
Oh
else,
yeah.
twin. He never showed up to pick me up. He never. I hung out with his staff and stuff. After that, I have a great relationship with the people around him. But for the most part, twin, for the tangible stuff, it was spirit. It was a
Yeah.
connection. It was a thing that nobody's ever gonna be able to see because the way I was feeling was like, yo, my nigga, if I this next flip, if I'm up, fuck that. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to do some dumb shit. And that call put me back in place. Like, yo, bro, let's go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is it. So that
Wow.
call happened, right? It might have happened like early 2016, around like February, March kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, depression, twin, till December, November. Heavy depression because I thought Puff was coming to save my life. When I was outside waiting for him every day, like my father coming, you know what I'm
No, but
saying?
this
So
shit
I
is,
was like,
but no, for a person on the block, bro, to have an icon call you and
yo,
tell
twin,
you
I'm
that,
keeping it 100, bro. I'll be in front of my building and there'll be moments where I just look around like,
yeah,
just
wow,
like, yo, he might be coming. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
believe it. No, but I believe it.
because I told him
Yeah,
where I was from. I told he knew once I said y'all from Jeff and John, and he knew Rob and G and my history. He
yeah,
like, yo,
yeah. You
yeah.
from the neighborhood with them
So,
guys? Like he picked guys out of your neighborhood already.
so twin, I'll be looking up the block, like, nah, this nigga might
Wow.
come. I never know, you know what I'm saying? So I fell into a little depression. After I realized nothing might not happen, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I just went harder. Twin, I wrote a record called Mr. Nice Guy. And that's the record that Dre from Cool and Dre, like I said, I have some friends on Instagram that are, do their thing, and
Mm-hmm.
they always supportive whenever it's something they like. They always support it. And one of my good friends is Biscuit. He's a
He's the
homie. He
man. He's the
supported.
man.
He
The
supports.
biggest blogger in the world.
Shout out to his family, man, because his brothers, my heart, his sister, everybody in his family. I got love for everybody. So, he posted Mr. Nice Guy, man, and Dre from Cool and Dre seen it. And from there, it was off to the races. When Dre got a hold of, I say like, yo, when people with power want you, they will find you. You don't know
100%.
how.
It's easy.
You don't know how, twin. You
to
don't
get
know
you.
how. They coming to get you though. Promise. They gonna find you, bro. Because
They'll
I don't
find
know
you.
how.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of these guys found me, twin. But they found me. Dre had a dude that's not even from my. Dre had a dude from the projects, like 2 projects over
Right.
in my hood.
Right.
Looking for you.
A
Looking for
dude
you.
who we just called you, looking for me, bro. Like, yo, when he called me, he's like, yo, he was busting my chops, like, yo, listen, my man want to speak to you. I'm like, yo, we still street dudes. So I'm like, yo, who your man?
Yeah.
Who's your
Right.
man, bro? He like, yeah, I'm not telling you, but trust me, you gonna want to speak to him. I'm like, yo, bro, you gonna keep playing. I'm getting semi like, yo, bro, who's
Irritated.
your man though?
He's like
Yeah.
a setup. What is this? Right.
He's
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, do you want to speak to him or not? Because if you don't want to speak to him, just say no. If you want to speak to him, say yeah. Yeah, I want to speak to him. Who's your man? He like, all right, he gonna text you right now. My man hung up, bro, and sure enough, I get a text from a 305 number, you know what I'm saying? And it's Dre telling me, peace. Can he call me? He calls me, twin. I pick up the phone. He's like, yo, listen, you one of the illest
I'm telling you,
walking this
man.
planet, bro.
You
I've
are,
never,
man. You're great, man.
and they like, yo, Dre is like, yo, listen, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I played your shit for Joe right away. So I'm on the phone like, yo, what Joe? Like, Joe, who?
Joe
He
the
like,
singer?
Is that Joe?
I'm like, yo, Joe from the block, because you just had my man
Joe?
call you block. So who else you like?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, the Dawn, like
Right.
the
Fat
real,
Joe.
like. So I'm like, what? He's like, yo, bro, we all fucking with your shit. What you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I ain't doing shit tomorrow, bro. Whatever you need me to do. He like, try to keep 12 to 2 o'clock open. I was like, shit, we
Try.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
good.
Like, yeah, we good, bro. Like, don't even worry about it. He like, all right. The next day he calls me at that no later than like 11:30. Like, yo, listen, this is where you gonna meet Joe. Please try to go by yourself and let your home. This is exact words, twin, on my grandmother's grave. I get chills again. He say, yo, listen, try to go by yourself and let your homies know that you bringing the trophy home.
Wow. That's
Those
dope.
was his exact words, twin.
Bro.
That's dope.
I'm
That's
so
crazy.
happy for you to hear your story and to hear these moments.
Definitely, man.
That's cool, bro.
So me being me, P, I went and picked my man up.
You have to. There's no way you know.
Nah, yeah.
At least one person.
And live this shit. I
Right.
went and picked my man up. My cameraman, like, yo, listen.
Right.
He told me to come dope, but you coming with me. Keep the camera rolling, bro. No matter what happens, we need to see, we need to
Everything.
film everything, bro. Like, this is the type. So we pull up to the store. This is when Up might have been open for like a week or two. They just did the drink champs there. You know, it was just brand new, twin. So I didn't even know where it was at. So we end up getting up there, twin. I walk in the store. Joe is in there ready with the terrace, with the real big terrace,
With
the real terrace squad, the
yeah.
street dudes. You know, they all got the big Cubans on, them big chains. These are Puerto Rican dudes. I'm like, damn. You walk in the store, it's like the music just went. Everybody's looking at me. I got my hair out. I got my hat on. You know, Joe's like got his back towards me. So tap him like, yo, pardon me. He turned around with that face like.
I know the face. Yeah.
You got the face, Pete. You got the when he down in Cancun.
He multiple times he's giving me that face. That's it right there.
What's up? I'm like, yo, listen. Yo, Dre just sent me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm UFO FEV. Dre told me to come. That's all I know. He looked me up and down. He like, you the rapper? I'm like,
yeah.
I ain't got no chains on to him, the long hair, you know.
Right.
I put my jacket on, you know, I put my best shit on. I'm looking, you know, I went into the closet, took the dead stocks out, like, yo, whoa,
he thought he was fresh, dog.
Super
you can't
fresh.
Show up bum, you can't show up with some bum ass sneakers to fucking Joe. Are you serious?
No.
Yo, bro,
this man licks the bottom of his. He started that shit, bro. Come on.
And I grabbed the first Jordan, the latest Jordans I just bought, the low cut shadow ones. I'm like, yeah, these are coming out. Let's go. We out. Come on. I threw my bomb on with the black fur on it, twin. You know what I'm saying? I threw I got my hair out. I'm out here like, all right, come on. I got my nice shirt. We good. We moving. Like,
wow.
That's dope.
myself with some YSL, twin. We jumped in the car.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That nigga looked at me like, yo, listen.
You the rapper?
I'm like, yo, I'm the rapper. You know, I'm smiling like, yo, I'm the rapper. He like, you the rapper? I'm like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
He like, yo, listen. He kept it all the way 1,000. That's why I love him to this day, man. He was like, yo, listen. You got one opportunity to kick some shit, man. It better be the best shit you ever kicked. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, as he turned, he's like, come on, follow me. As he turned his back to walk around to when I had a trump card, my little sister's father is like big time. One of the biggest dudes they's ever been in the streets in the Bronx.
Yep.
Him and Joe like this.
Oh, yeah. OGs, right.
I pulled the trump card dumb quick. So, yo, you know, my step pops is, Joe turned around like, so why I don't know you then? It's exactly what he said.
Wow.
Why I don't know you then? I said, first of all, he just came home, as you would know, from doing 18 years. Second of all, I don't ask nobody for nothing, crack. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with you, bro. I don't ask nobody for nothing. And as you can see, the good Lord puts me everywhere I need to be.
Word.
Just like that. That's exactly what I told him. When he stepped back, he was like, he let the guard down. I seen a smile. He bust a little smile. He was like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like you, man. He said, I like your style. He said, I like everything about you. He said, I could tell you official. He said, I could tell you and your man is official. He said, whatever y'all got going on, I smell it. He said, yo, but listen, it ain't about me right now. It's about you. You make these guys right here. And he pointed to the, you know,
the goons,
his terror squad, Uncle Dan, Rich Play, all the guys I now love. You make these guys like your stuff, then you with us. If they don't like your shit, you gotta go.
Crazy.
Cool, more or less. Throw that shit on, Pops. Let's go.
Let's go.
He threw that shit on. He threw Mr. Nice Guy. He was like, yo, what record you want to play for? I was like, throw Mr. Nice Guy on. He was like, yeah, this is the one I want you to. That's exactly, he was like behind the counter, he put the music on. When the beat dropped, he's like, yeah, this is the one I want you to perform right here. And I just start performing that shit in the store, like, and everybody was like, by like my 8th bar, because Mr. Nice Guy don't have no hooks. It's just 2 verses, 224s.
Yeah.
Yo, by like my 8th bar, niggas was like,
yeah.
Wow. That's dope.
They was all looking at each other like, when Mr. Nice Guy finished, Joe was like, give me another one. Do another joint on, twin. I'm rhyming again in the store. He like, I finished, he like, throw some another one. Come on, another one. I'm playing a whole EP now, twin. I'm just playing shit I got. Cause Mr. Nice Guy, we just shot the video. I hadn't dropped the EP yet that it was on. So I put the record out before I put the EP out. So I'm playing him the actual EP. Like, fuck that. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm going hard. Rhyming my shit. I got songs on him where I'm referring, you know. Yo, when I stopped rhyming, twin, I must have did like 4 songs, 5 songs. He was like, yo, you got hooks, you got bridges, you got bars, he was like, yo.
Personality, right? Everything, right?
What you doing? He like, what you doing with yourself? Like, what you doing? I'm like, yo, crap, I'm be honest, bro. Like, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, my G. Like, you know what I'm saying? More or less. He like, yo, but nobody fucks with, like, nobody, like, you don't got. I'm like, Puff.
He like, what he say?
Yo, Pete, I pulled another trump card. Yo, I had to tell Pete, I was like, get it off this shit. Like, he like, and I'm not gonna lie, I hope Joe Joe, I love you to death, my brother. So if you hear this, you know it's all love. The nigga goes, I said, Puff. The nigga goes, Puff heard you? I said, yeah. He goes, what'd he tell you? I said, Puff said that I need to meet you.
That's crazy.
You're ill,
that's
bro.
crazy.
You're ill, bro. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yo, twin, he leaned back on the couch. He was like, because he knows. He knows.
That's crazy.
That's a good Fat Joe impersonation, bro. That's good.
Yo, twin, I said, he leaned back. He was like, because he knows. You with the one. You
that's great.
One. Like, wow. I'm like, great. He's like, he told you that? I'm saying, yeah, crack. He told me.
You fucking New Yorkers, man. I'm telling you right now, dog. Wow, Phoebe. That is. Have you ever told me stories before?
That nigga said I need to meet you. Nah, I'm telling you, twin.
Yo,
like,
this
you know
is it, G. This is crazy, man.
I'm like, yo, crack. That nigga said I need to meet you. He like, yeah. Like,
he knows.
Like,
yeah, he knows.
Yeah. The whole time I'm sweating like, ooh, yo, this shit is crazy. Looking at my man, because my man is standing maybe like 4 or 5 feet from us. Like, I'm in the office sitting with crack. My man is standing at the door, and I keep looking at him, and my man is going, like, he's giving me, you know, he's like, yo, you fucking
keep
killing
going.
him.
Keep going. Yeah.
You know,
he's impressed.
Yo, he's impressed, twin, for real, P.
Yeah.
P, and this is my heart. It's my man of 100 years. I look over, he's on the side like, yo.
He's like, yo, I'm definitely going to be a videographer, right?
Yeah, right. I'm here.
Yo, you don't got nothing else to prove to me, man. You don't have to use me. He like, yo, I'll quit my job right now, boy. Like, yo.
Right.
Wow.
Applications in.
So, yo, real shit. This is so real, twin. Now, my man was so excited. He must have, y'all, I never forget. Crack is talking to me after like that moment, and my man went to take a picture, twin, on the camera, and the shit shuttered like. And he looked up, he was like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
We're not doing that. He said, I fuck with y'all. He said, but we not doing that.
No, he's like that. Said, Joe is different. Like he's got a that's what I'm saying. Joe's different.
There's a time and a place for everything, Joe. Time and a place.
My man put the camera under his shirt, like, my bad, Joe.
I would have thrown that shit in the street. I would have been like,
see ya.
Fuck this camera.
Oh, God is the greatest because we have the photos.
I knew you did. I knew you did.
We have the photos, twin. So I'm gonna send it to you, P. After
Please
this,
text it to me. I have to. I won't put it out.
I'm gonna text it to you, P. Nah, I'm gonna text it to you. We have the pictures of me and Joe conversing for the very first time, and us standing together after the conversation where he's taking us. He's like, "Yo, just stay with me." Like my man caught an ill photo. I'm gonna send you both. It's one of me and Joe side to side, like shoulder to shoulder, next to each other, touching. And the other one is us in the mid sentence in the convo.
Yeah, conversation.
My man kept the pictures, so
you gotta frame them and put them in your house, bro. They need to be on.
Yo,
the
it
wall.
worked out. That is a goal, twin. That is exactly exactly.
So are you moving with Joe? Are you gonna do a Terror Squad thing with him? Is that even a thing anymore?
Absolutely move with. So I signed with Joe, and we were supposed to have a situation with Rock Nation. Joe was gonna start a new label, and somewhere down the line, you know, things happened. Joe decided to stay independent. He granted me back my independence.
Cool.
And you know, he just was like, "Yo, we gonna rock, bro." Like, you know, I love you. That's basically what he told me. Like, yo, listen, I can't afford to push an artist right now. It's too much.
Right.
And the music you make, Feed, you don't even need no push. You good. Like, just rock with me. I'm gonna help you get money. I'll take you on the road. I pay you everything we do. I pay you. You get your money. You move around. Niggas, you do your thing, and we just rock. That's it.
That's dope.
These stories have been incredible because, and this is what I wanted to like. I knew who you were. I knew I liked what you did. You seemed like a really cool person. This shit is
phenomenal.
It reminds me though, like I was very early with Term, like 2003, 2004 with Term running around. And one time I remember I used to book studio sessions and bring like 4 artists through and everybody would get a feature, right? And Term would come and get a feature and this guy, and we had Dylon from Making the Band, Dylon come out. I don't know if you remember this, Tito. I had him in the studio and I remember Term rapping for Dylon at 4 o'clock in the morning in this hotel room, like 1,000 bars. And I remember saying to myself, this guy is going to make it. Like, this isn't the right situation, but it's the drive.
But that energy is going, that energy is going to carry over.
That's it.
It just is.
Yes.
Yo, twin, that's how my journey's been. You know, my journey has been like, my name signifies who I am, the UFO. You might not see it, but it's there. It's there. I'm always there, twin. I always got something to do, from making crack show up to the Bun B shit to getting them on West Side Gun and Benny. Like, a lot of shit that happens is because of me. And it ain't because, and I don't need the credit, twin. It just is what it is. I'm there. I make shit happen.
But the people that look for the credit, but you're right though. I do a lot of things. I made phone calls for guys last week. No contract. Yo, you need to talk to this person. I know that person. And if it works out, let me know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way this game should work in a lot of ways. And you're going to have a long career because of it. Tito, this could be our best episode. I think this was our best interview. We're 18
I'm not gonna,
in.
Yes.
We're 18 in with the podcast. I'm 500 interviews deep in the game, right? Tito's 18 in. This was our best one.
We're there.
Tito, we started the journey. Tito, we started somewhere, man. Yo,
you already know, man. You already know. You got to come up to Boston, come fuck with me, bro.
You need to. He has the loud pack.
Yo, come on, man.
Come on.
The weed is legal there. Come on, you know.
We already know.
Look what you got, man.
You already know, man.
What do you got, the pack?
I got some banana pudding. It's crazy.
The wafers and things.
Wafers, banana pudding. Crazy.
They're going crazy in Boston.
Man. I love Boston, man. That's I love Massachusetts, bro. For real, man. Because before they show me love, they were showing me love already.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Spanish people.
Yo, you remind me of somebody I grew up with, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You honestly.
You know how we do, bro. You know how we do, man. We all bodies from the turf. At the end of the day, we all original mans. Twin, ain't nothing to it. We all family, and skin color and race, all that shit applies to certain genetics. But at the end of the day, real niggas link up all the time.
You already know. You already know.
You know what I'm saying? The respect and shit be solid all the time. So I've learned that. You know what I'm saying? There's a few people I've been like, damn, why I'm not cool with them. and I grow to realize it just not, you know what I'm saying?
No,
And
and it's always
Yeah.
some that you don't know. It's weirdo shit that you don't know, and
you
then you
don't
find
know
out
that's
later, and
weirdo
you're
shit.
like, oh
All
yeah.
the real niggas fuck with me except for this nigga right here. Man, what's up with this shit? And you find out that nigga never been a real one. You know what I'm saying? So
Ever.
you,
No, it's
woo,
always
Yeah.
like that, man. That happened to
Dodging
me.
bullets out there, bro.
it's
Is
by
there
the
something
skin of my
wrong with
teeth,
me? You
boy.
think there's some, and then you wind up there wild perverts or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Some wild, some goofy shit. You be
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah.
I saw your man over there in the club. Nigga was doing you what? That ain't
What?
my man. You crazy? Nah, that's your man. I saw you with him. You was in the picture with him.
No,
Yeah,
no,
shit,
no,
fuck
man,
that.
no way. All right, man. Before we let you go, man, we got to ask you. Okay, we know Fat Joe. We know what Fat Joe probably is on this list, but you got to give me your top 5 rappers of all time, personal list.
Okay, we gonna use the greats or no greats?
Listen, you got to think like for me, like I listen to like. Okay, like Jay, I know I'll go to Nas. I really like, sometimes like I'm in a mood, I listen to Bronson. I like Bronson's music. I like Droog, right? I like Term. Like,
Yep.
who's your 5 that you're like, I go to?
That's a good one, twin. So I'm always going. I'm always start with God bless the dead, rest in peace, Big. That's always
Mhm.
a
He
go
died
to.
on my
But if I
17th birthday.
yeah,
He died
shit,
my 17th
God
birthday.
bless.
I woke up to that shit,
My
man.
sister's the day right after you, twin. My sister's
Oh,
right
peace.
after you. So if I keep Big off the list, because he's just automatic, I'm gonna start with Beanie Siegel.
Mhm.
Mm.
Always Beanie Siegel's always my go-to, man. Lil Wayne never disappoints me. I rock with Lil Wayne eternally, man. He's a great dude. I'm trying to keep the artists that are no longer alive, and they stay on thrones, man. So
Right, Pac and them, right.
yeah. I always rock with, for some reason, man, Ice Cube, O'Shea
Mm.
Jackson, man.
That's
I'm
Pete's one of
always rock.
Pete's favorites.
Dude, look at this in the studio, the autograph joint, the autograph cube
Yo,
right
I
here.
see it. The war in that's the war.
It's the raw footage album when he came in the studio.
All the raw footage.
I got a wild interview with Cube where I thank him for fucking my whole life up. It's crazy, man. You know,
Yo, man, I don't know. I love him, man. For some reason, he's awesome, man.
Mhm.
I can't like get over, like every time I listen to him, it's like, damn, I'm hearing something new. You know what I'm
First
saying?
4 albums, I don't know if anybody's as good as any 4-album run any artist
Nah.
ever.
On top of Q, man, music, one of my other favorite. What I'm in 3, I'm
Yep.
gonna go 4, man. I'm always pick Nas, man. Nas is just always good to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Always good. I listen to him with the kids and all that stuff too. He's good, one of those.
Mm.
And last but not least, man, out of I'm gonna pick more of the newer, like a Bronson-esque. I'm gonna pick yo, I'm gonna go with J-Rock from the West Coast, man. On
He
Top Dog,
dope.
man.
I didn't expect that. This is a good
Yo,
list, man.
J-Rock is one of the illest. Yo, his last album, man. Oh my God. But he ain't, he's one of
He's
one
low,
of
he's like
those.
low, but his voice, one of the best voices, and he's really like the leader in a lot of that TDE stuff. He's been behind the scenes with a lot of moves for them guys, man.
Talk to him, P. They be no TDE if it wasn't for J-Rock. You know what
Yo,
I'm
the
talking
first time I interviewed J-Rock, he was on tour with Tech Nine and Glasses Malone, and he had Kendrick Lamar was just like hanging out. He was like a kid with him, and
Because he was signed to Strange Music.
He was. That Tech is the one that made the thing happen, that it was Strange Music that hooked the deal up for Kendrick, and that he was with them, hanging out with them. And
because Kendrick was supposed to sign with Strange too, twin.
He was, because if you look at their style, he fits with them. It really does. Yes.
They all was, the whole collective was going to go to Strange Music, twin. That's why it's like people don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, man, everything you think underground, you think, it's like, yo, bro, you never know what could be.
You don't. You really. Yo, Puffy goes and grabs you here. Joe does this, that, and it's a different conversation, even than we're having today.
It's a different UFO.
Right.
It's a different UFO. You know what I'm saying? It's not the UFO that the people love. It's like, and that, to the credit of Joe, we tried You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. My music is like, I just don't. You know, we could make some radio shit.
Nah.
But even when I sit down with like Rockwilder, Eric Sermon, you know, I had a conversation with Eric Sermon, man, and Rockwilder, and you know, Eric was telling Rockwilder, yo, man, we could give this kid a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we could give him a hit. And Rockwilder said something to me, man, that I almost cried, because he was like, he was like, no, I got hits for him. He said, the nigga said, what's the he said, I got came ups for him all day.
He go what?
You know, the pun we came up.
Oh.
Yo, we came up. Yo, what? Making it happen. From rapping on the corner to pop, going platinum. He was like, I got came ups for him all day.
That's crazy.
And you're like,
we came up for him all day. And I'm like, I'm getting chills again.
Where am I? Like, yo, like,
yeah, like what? Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, yo, that's big pun. Like, and Nori, like, on Rockwilder, and he's like, you know, and he's telling Eric, like, nah, you know what I got for him? We came up all day for him. That's his lane right there. And I'm like, oh.
So you're sitting on records. You're sitting on like years of worth of records. You have music.
I got some shit with fucking Rockwilder. Me and Rockwilder got some shit that, like, when he decides to, when he's ready to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize on that situation. It's like, because a lot of the people I work with, Twin, they don't really want to put music out on the underground circuit.
No, because they get money in the other situation.
They get out of the realm, so it's like, yo, keep heating that shit up. And when it's time,
when it's right,
you know,
when the time is right.
No, I get it. It's always gonna be
keep
like
heating
a challenge.
That shit up.
Yeah,
keep heating that shit up. And when we ready, we're gonna be ready. When Joe is ready, we ready. That type shit. Like, yo, when we call Joe and we tell him we ready for you, we gonna be ready for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've just began those conversations, and I'm like,
yo, and look at me over here. Look at me. I'm a fan, and I thought you were like Static and Terms people. Like, and no shots at them because those are my brothers. But like, yo, I had no idea. Those are my brothers. But you are connected in a way I did not know. And that's
man,
cool.
all through this shit. I met Term. Yo, literally, right now I'm in Flushing, Queens. When I met Term up the block at a Dominican restaurant, I was going to get something to eat. He was sitting by himself in that shit eating. And I looked at him like, I double took, right? I went to the hot table, ordered my food, got my food. As I'm walking, I'm over his shoulder. I'm like, yo, you Terminology. He looks up. He's eating his boyogi sao with his rice. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? Peace. Get back to his food. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to interrupt you or nothing. I'm UFO FEV. I'm down with Turf Squad. I fuck with Joe. He like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever. Pounded him. I kept it moving, Twin.
That's what it is.
I left there like, damn, this nigga ain't really like, I wanted more from him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I know Term though. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I left this shit like, damn, these rap niggas, man, like, yo, niggas ain't never gonna believe me. Like, niggas ain't gonna believe me, Twin, that I'm fucking with Joe, or like, nigga, you can't just say that shit. Like, it's not some shit you just say.
I know a million dudes from the hood that be like, yo, Fat Joe, fuck with me. Or like, yo,
bro,
you can't be
I
saying
rhymed
that.
for Khaled one time, or I can't, you know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
I can't be saying this shit. That's what made me realize, like, nah, these niggas ain't gonna believe me.
But yo, you got the work to show and prove, bro. You definitely do.
But at this time, I didn't, Twin. At this time, I just met Crack, so I'm like, yo, I'm down with Crack. Like, yo,
and
nigga like, yeah, cool. Like, so I'm like, yo, my nigga, nobody believe me. So by God's good graces, Twin, Static was dropping the 8-Ball album. And my man was going to the listening party. So my man called me like, yo, you want to go to the Static shit? And shout out to Rock Marciano and his manager Jazz, because I had to talk with them. Before I met Static, I had to talk with Jazz and Rock. And they asked me what I wanted to do. And I told them my idea. And they told me get to Static. This is exactly what they told me. They said, get to the white boy. He's who you need. So when my man called me, Twin, and invited me to the Static, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I just seen the nigga Terminology yesterday.
Now you can link up, right?
No less. Yo, again, Twin, on my grandmother's soul, bro, we walk in. It's at the shit downtown. Static always playing pool and shit at drinking one of them shits downtown, always at the shit. Yo, bro, when I walk into the shit, and they search me, guess who's the first person standing behind the security guard? It's Term.
It's Term. Of course it is. And he sees you.
So when me and my man walk in, twin, and he sees me, Millie's is there.
Yep.
Ron from Serious Mills.
Ron Mills, my bro. Yes.
Ron Mills.
The man.
Rob Markman.
The usual suspects. I know the scene.
Yo, twin, all these niggas came up to me at the same time.
Oh, and they seen you and they were like.
So when I came in, they all seen me. So I have a relationship with Mark. I met Mark with Joe like 2 weeks before that. So he seen me with Joe.
So he was hyped.
So he came up to me. He came up to me. Ron is from Corona. I know him from the streets. I know dudes. When I came out to Queens, the first place I set up shop was in Corona. I was with the Corona cats.
Yep.
So they all know me. So Ron knows me from there. Millie's. Well, I forgot I had met Millie's. Oh, I went up to High 97 with Joe again, twin. Like that first 2 weeks I was with him, he did Funk Flex interview. For the listeners, he has a white Pistons jacket on. If you go back, is when Nicki was beefing with Remy.
Yep.
I went up there with him. Millie's and Corey Gomes was coming out from doing the
freestyle.
High 97 freestyle.
Yep.
Corey Guns is my from the from the streets.
Man.
We got the same like my man. Like he don't know me from music.
Yes.
Right.
So when Guns come out, he like, oh, we got a street handshake that.
Yep.
We do this handshake. We address. We do the handshake. We know. Everybody looking at me like. Even Joe is like.
Fuck is this?
Yo, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
LB, you're like, your confidence and your
like,
humility.
Who the fuck is this kid?
You're
so,
crazy, though.
Guns sees me with Joe. Guns is like, yo, you with Joe? Joe sees me talking to Guns. He's like, you know, Guns. Millie's is like, yo, I met Millie. So when I see Millie's at the Static shit, Millie's is like, yo, what's up, bro? So what's up? Man, that's crazy. So Term is looking at me like, yo, who the fuck is this? Yo, who is this guy?
Term slapped. I get it.
Term is like, yo. Term comes up to me like, yo. So I'm like, yo, I try to tell you in the 30, like, yo, let me introduce you to Static. Static is standing with Drew High.
Oh, God.
Duck Down.
Oh, legends.
My DJ, Jay Hart, was DJing for Sean Price when he was alive, was doing all the Duck Down shit. Because he came from France to America and to do hip hop, and the first people he met were them.
Yeah.
So when Drew High sees my DJ, he's like, "Oh shit!" So Static is like, everybody's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" Like, yo, I'm like,
it's like you were part of it, but you were like part of it, but you weren't part of it yet, and they were like,
I wasn't a part of it yet.
But then they were like, this is the moment where they're like, oh, you're one of us now, like.
Exactly, twin. So I met Static that night, this third, and I built my relationship with Term, and that's how we ended up, And even with Static, I got close to Static by flexing that same muscle, twin. When Bun B came to town, I called Joe like, yo, listen, Static is doing an album live, 24 hours. You gotta be a part of this shit, bro. He like, where's that? I'm like, Brooklyn. He like, no, I'm good. And they kept it pushing, twin. Like, I ain't bothering him the rest of the day. I knew he wasn't coming to Brooklyn. For some reason, twin, Dom Dirty goes, yo, we should shoot the No Celebs video right now.
Oh, crazy. That's crazy.
They recording Trill Static, twin. Dom Dirty says, yo, let's go outside and shoot the No Celebs video. We go outside, me, Term, Nems, Lil Fame.
On the block, like just I seen it,
on the corner of Static Studio.
Oh,
while we shooting the video. They inside
doing the Bun B shit. That's crazy.
We outside shooting No Celebs. I call Crack because Method Man had just walked in. I called Crack like, yo, bro, this shit got Method Man. I'm like, yo, matter of fact, hold on. I give the phone to Little Fame, like, yo, here. Fame looks at the phone. He sees it says Joe. He's like, yo, They ain't talked to each other in years. They start talking to each other. He like, yo, your little man is amazing, bro. He's famous. Like, yo, your little man, whoever this nigga is, gives the phone back to me. Crack is like, yo, listen, it's like that, Fev. I'm like, yo, Joe, listen, it's like that in here. He's like, yo, I'll be there in an hour. Don't tell nobody I'm coming. Don't even tell Static. I said, all right, bet, say no more. We start shooting a video. I tell Nems, I say, yo, Crack is on his way. Nems is like, we about to fuck this whole shit up. Because there was other artists there letting their nuts hang.
I remember the session. I remember.
You know, all due respect to Static, it was busy. Niggas had me and Nems like, yo, y'all gotta, it's too, gotta stay outside. So Nems was feeling a type of way, like, so when I was like, yo, Crack coming, Nems is like, oh, we about to fuck these niggas up. Like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah, Fev, like he's outside, like, yeah, because I had just introduced him to Crack like a week before.
And I know so Crack like, and Nems get along great. I already know, bro.
That's why Nems love me too, because he feel like nobody else would have did that. Because when I met Nems that day at the studio, I was like, yo, the next day, I was like, yo, come link with me. He came, I was with Joe, I introduced him to Joe.
Yeah.
So when I brought him in the room, I was like, yo, Joe, Crack was like, fuck your life. Like, he already knew who Nems was. So Nems was like, yeah. So
loving it.
It was like a whole, so when I say, yo, Crack is coming, Nems was like, let's fucking go. Like, yo, let's punish these niggas now, Fev. Like, these niggas got to sit outside. Like, what? Wow. So Crack like, yo, don't tell nobody, bro.
That's crazy.
And more or less, bro, that nigga pulled up. And when he pulled up, bro, everybody was like,
celebrity, like a real.
Because the people outside seen him first. You know, we was outside, fame and everybody. Yeah. So when niggas are like, yo, Fat Joe's outside, Fat Joe's outside.
And it's different.
Yo, you know,
it's in Fat Joe in New York is different. Fat Joe is a rap icon, but Fat Joe in New York City.
In New York is different.
It's different because he's really.
Gun and Smoke Dizza left. They came back
because of Joe. Joe's it.
That's crazy. They left like 45 minutes ago. When they didn't just leave, like yo,
it was
Joe's
gone.
It was gone.
Yeah.
Static called them like, yo, Joe is hopping on this because it was Dizza Bum Beat, and then that's the song Joe chose. Static called Dizza like, yo, Joe's here. Is he jumping on the shit? Niggas was like, who? Like, yo, Fat Joe. Oh, we coming right back.
Right.
They came right back, bro.
Crazy.
No, that's super, super, super special. What is the next thing that you're putting out? What are you dropping next?
Next month, man, I got a project with Eric Vanderslice titled The Enigma of Dolly. That's gonna be dropping. This is the first time you hear it first. I wasn't even, we got a date for the announcement, but you hearing it here first. You know what I'm saying? Next month.
Okay.
The Enigma of Dolly by Eric Vanderslice. You know what I'm saying? And Magnum Opus is out right now, but next month y'all got Enigma of Dolly. You know what I'm saying? Coming, and I might get freaky and drop 2 joints. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, man. I'm excited because the vinyl and everything for Enigma Dolly is gonna blow the place up. So I'm excited, man.
Dude,
congrats, man. Congrats.
This is great. This is
when you come up to Boston, you gotta come fuck with me, bro. Got him.
ASAP. No, he got you.
ASAP.
This is your new liaison for Massachusetts. He has you.
And I'll be fucking with the tickets too. So like sporting events and all that shit.
All the tickets. You need
something, I got you.
ASAP.
You ever been to Fenway? You never seen it? You been to Fenway Park?
Never been to Fenway, twin.
Tito, I got you. We there.
Come on, man.
We need to do that. See, I need to see a Bruins game.
Yes.
I need to catch a. I need to catch a game. Fenway. I need.
Whatever you want to do, bro. Whatever you want to do, bro.
Rock.
Come on.
Yo, I'm gonna make sure that before the summer's up, I'm up there with you, just politicking, coming to see you.
Yeah, definitely do that.
No, he's doing his
thing. You too,
No, I got some things. I'm stuck in Minnesota right now, but I'm originally a Boston guy, and
but we traveling. We back on the road this summer, so if I pass your way, you know what I'm saying? My calendar's already getting filled up, twin, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so used to being home. I'm nervous again. So like, I gotta go back on the road. Like,
I know. I went out DJing, and it's just weird to be out, like just to be around all
weird,
those people,
right,
and they dap you and hug you like it's old school, and you're like, hey, good to see you.
Oh, I'll be at Target panicking, like, yo, this shit too packed.
It's too packed.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Too packed, dog. All right, man. Yo, this was a pleasure. You're the man. I'm gonna send you some beats. I'm gonna reach out to you. I gotta see these pictures. My man. Yo, thank you for sharing those stories with us. This was
Thank you for having me,
tremendous.
man. Truly, truly, I'm blessed. I've been a fan of yours since the mixtape days, man, and
Wow.
always supported everything you drop just because without knowing you. Now that I know you, I could put a face to the soul. That's even doper, man. So all my Massachusetts homies, originally or y'all out the way, whatever,
Yeah.
man, y'all all got kindred souls, man. So I appreciate y'all for appreciating me and accepting me. That's love,
That's
man, for
cool. That's
real.
cool. You listen to the mixtapes because, like, we put them shits out, and during that
What?
era, I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know. I was just
Yo,
putting them.
you had a forgive me, twin. I should have sharpened up before I try
No,
to
it's
say, but you
cool.
had a joint. It was an Eminem joint
It's called the Etox, and it had the hands
that
with the
had
gun in the front.
the shells on the yeah, twin.
I gave him
That
half the
was it.
records
That
for that
all the
shit.
records came from Tito. It was off Napster from college,
Yo,
man.
that was one of the joints that was like, cause I remember the guns and I remember the gun. That was like,
Yes.
yo, twin. And after that, you was in my mind. It was like, yeah,
Wow.
anything he is solid. Cause you know in New York, twin, we only pick certain
Of
DJs.
course, but
We ain't picking
I'm a
about
student.
this
I'm a
shit.
Green Lantern guy, and like I came from that cloth, and I always really just wanted to make the masterpieces of like with the movie samples and the things and the cuts and the sound effects and I wanted to be
Nah,
like
that was it. You did it. You
I
did it,
needed that. I
twin.
needed
From a
that.
New
So
York
thank you.
kid, from a hip hop kid, you definitely one of them, twin. You one of the main dudes. Is you that that is like, yo, what? Peter Parker got some shit. Oh, let me get that.
Wow,
Mm.
I got some man. I missed that days, man. That was so
Me
much
too, twin.
fun.
Me
I
too,
know. I
man. Me
know.
too, man.
I'm gonna shoot you
Not
some
knowing
links.
what you were gonna get.
I got some links to some old tapes and some things, and I'll shoot them your way, and you'll wow.
Send them, man. Send them, cause I used to listen to it on like that Piff and shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
oh my,
Yeah.
Ice Cube, best of
Yeah,
Ice Cube was crazy. Called No Sleep Till
yeah.
Compton. Yeah.
Yo, you should upload them joints to YouTube, twin.
I'm going to. Me and Tito were just talking. He has tapes that are on CD that never even made it to that Piff. He has my original tapes. Like I
Yo,
told you,
twin, you
T.
need that on the YouTube, man, because that's a good ride out with the. There's another dude right now on YouTube that's uploading old mixtapes, man.
Mm.
Mhm.
His shit on YouTube is the Polo Rican,
Oh
and he got
wow.
everything, man.
Oh,
From
I
he got
have seen him with the Clue tapes. I listened
yo,
to
he
the
Yes.
got
Clue
all
tapes.
yo. I
Yeah.
was listening, I was listening to Buck Wow mixtapes. I didn't know Buck Wow
Mm.
was a DJ, twin.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
Yo,
that. I didn't know. I had no idea.
yo, I didn't know you had mixtapes, bro.
Polo Rican YouTube channel has so much heat, and it's all these 96, 97, 98, 99 tapes.
Mm.
Everything, twin. Everything from Chill Will from the East Side to
Mm-hmm.
he got I just seen he just uploaded. He got the stadium, all the Clue Stadium series, everything, twin. So you definitely, because I
Yo,
definitely would rock with your joints up there,
you know how
man,
it
for real.
started?
So
Here's I'm gonna end with this great story. So this back in 2004, Tito has a cousin that's an incredible DJ named Jack Frost. He had gone to an altercation somehow. We're not gonna put it out, and he got cut in his hand and lost his fingers. He lost two fingers, and it was bad. He didn't know if he was gonna DJ anymore. He was doing what you were doing. He was moving around, so he came to my house with his hand bandaged up and a duffel bag full of money. Like, what are we gonna do? I said, we're gonna make a tape. So we pressed up 5,000 copies and we got in the rental and we drove straight to Sammy's Fashions on Fordham Road in the Bronx.
Fordham Road.
And I remember I was
Mm.
walking towards Sammy's under the road is above
Under
you.
the
It's like
train.
right under the
Mm.
Yeah.
train. And I'm walking and Lean Back by Fat Joe was on the radio on Hot 97 when it was the hottest song on the planet. And we were in the BX with the tapes. And it was like
Different.
and a woman stops me in the
Different.
street and says, "What do you got there?" And I said, "Oh, I got mixtape." She pulled it open, looked at the thing, and bought it off me in the middle of the street. I was like, "This is New York." I'm like, "I need to be here.
Different.
I need to
Yo,
be here."
it's
Different.
crazy.
Shout to Frost though for setting it off, man. Setting up the mixtape.
For
Feeve,
real,
it's been a
man. Much
pleasure.
love.
I'm gonna call you. We're gonna figure this out. You are the man, Tito. UFO Feeve.
Yes.
Tito, yeah.
My guy,
Let's
my
go.
guy, my guy.
Let's
My
go,
guys, man.
yo.
Much love and respect. Y'all need me, just call me. Y'all know how we do.
It's happening. I'm calling you, my man. I appreciate you.
We there.
Later, dog. Peace.
Easy.
Love.
Peace.
Wow. What an episode, T. What an episode. Shout to UFO Feeve. This is a marathon and the stories, bro.
Yo, full of them, bro. He's got them all, man. I loved it all. The shits were like inspirational, like comical, like great, yo. It was great. Good for him, man.
Yeah, no, and a couple of
I'm
times,
happy for him.
a couple of times I'm listening to him and I'm like, this kid has really been in some magical, special moments. But the way he carries himself, the way he
Yeah.
talked about it, it was very unique. He's when you
No
see
ego about it. No, you know what I mean? Like,
you
yo,
say people are built for something.
yeah,
He's wired to have success in what he's having
definitely.
because of the way he moves. What a great guy, and I'm even a bigger fan now because he's
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's our friend
Respect
now.
to Feeve. Respect to Feeve.
So my man. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. That's
Yeah.
episode 18, the marathon. If you didn't know who UFO Feeve was, you know now. That is my
100.
guy. Wow. Shout out to
Definitely.
Joe Crack, Puff Daddy, and the whole family.
Definitely.
Tito, are you good?
Yo, just make sure you like, subscribe, follow all that shit before you do all that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that. It's the Mr. Peter Parker
YouTube.
Show, and that is the God Tito Jackson. We out.
Peace.